guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Commenting on Comments, where I read your comments and comment on them on this show. So without further ado, roll that intro and let's get going. Alrighty guys, our first comment here is from Rick Looper, and he said, I was told when you replace your tires, new ones go on the rear and the rear goes on the front. That's if they're still good. I would do that if I had a rear-wheel drive car. Actually, I don't know what I would do in that case, because would you want the traction to get you going, or would you want the traction to steer the car? I think steering's more important. Like, honestly, you want to have full control over your car, not rip riding down the road and then go to steer and your friggin' tires just start skiing, you know? That would suck. Randy Darkshade says, I liked your lawnmower simulator video. Made me chuckle. Yeah, I had a blast making it. There was more I wanted to do, but the competition, that Triple M number 10, the competition, you're only allowed to make up to a 3-minute video. Like, there was a lot more stuff I wanted to put into it, but even like a heads-up display and all that. I wanted to do a heads-up display, but I didn't think about it until after it went up and I saw the competition's videos, and I was like, well, shit, I should have done a HUD. But, you know, you live, you learn. Backmaster Chavez says, and you think those kids have never heard those words before? Come on, bro, it's 2015. These kids know they say the F word more than any other word, it seems. Like, it's like a normal word to them. We use it for everything, like, let me have a fucking cup of coffee, or how the fuck are you doing, you know? It's true, but yeah, I guess, you know what, it's true. Like, the kids hear it. I'm sure their parents slip up and swear in front of the kids and just tell the kids, that's an adult word, don't use that word, that's an adult word. And then as soon as the kids are alone, they're like, fuck, 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 you know? James Stone says, heh, how about the drive-thru simulator, or better yet, the drive-to-work simulator? I don't know. I don't really go through drive-thru. I don't really order fast food. Like, I haven't had McDonald's now in forever. And I don't really go out to eat. I usually cook at home because it's cheaper. Marcel Saint Jean says, you can't plug your phone into your car stereo? No. No, I can't. Car stereo sucks in the 2005. 2006 G6 got the auxiliary port on the head unit where you could plug in like an iPod and stuff. But the 2005 didn't come with that. Son of a bitch. Randy Darkshade says, you're right, bud. We all have our own little problems to contend with. Could be debts, family, medical, mental, the list could go on. And I think we all have the right to rant now and then. So don't feel bad about ranting on vids. It's the same thing worldwide too. And that's the thing. Like, yeah, when I rant on vids, like I'm fighting my own battle, you guys are fighting your own battles. That's why when I see a guy come on my channel and totally disrespect me, like, just come on there and just leave some just horrible comment. I used to think the guy was an asshole, but after talking to one guy, and you know, reading his stuff, and it's Barnacle Nerdgasm, he explained something about haters that I never thought of before. 99% of the time when somebody's trying to knock you off your horse, it's because they already lost theirs and they're trying to bring you down to their side. You know, they're trying to bring you down with them because they're in a real dark, bad place, and all they know how to do is hate at that time. And you know what? When that happens, you just gotta let it go, I guess. And that's what I've been doing lately. I've got a lot of hateful comments. I'm almost tempted to collect them all and do a commenting on comments hater version just for shits and giggles. But that could go bad because I usually insult the haters, and I probably insult them and then I'm just playing down to their level, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Scott1 says, what the fuck is Mike Smart? Is that a North Bay thing? Okay. Mike Smart. I keep calling it Mike Smart. The store is called Max, I know. But the reason why I keep calling it Mike Smart is because back in the day when we were little guys, we used to walk to Mike Smart, which at the time was called Mike's Milk. Whatever. Go to the corner store, Mike's Milk, which turned into Mike Smart, which then got bought out by Max. So I'm kind of old school and I stick with names, can't teach an old dog new tricks type operation. So when I say Mike's Mart or Mike's Milk, I mean Max. Figgy D27 says, don't let the bastards grind you down. Yeah, I'm done with that. Like, after talking to Barnacle's Nerdgasm, I'm done with that. Like, what he said made so much frickin' sense that it's like, who cares? Like, I'm so down with that I've actually taken off the spam filter on my account. So if people call me fat, ugly, stupid, dumb, whatever, it gets through in the comments. I don't give a shit. All I gotta say is, Thank you for leaving that comment. You just boosted my SEO, bud. Lovely jubbly. Jetwash F8 says, the toad is probably living under that flagstone. Flagstone? What's flagstone? Is that what toads do, like in the winter? Do they just bury themselves until the next year? Or I never actually researched frogs. They never really interested me that much, except for this one. Only reason why I had interest now, like I said, is because it's been hanging around. Like, it was hanging around for a good week. Every night I come home from work, and there he was, sitting on the friggin' patio, like he was waiting for me to get home to give him a treat or something. I don't know. It was weird. Scott1 says, check the power supply, especially the caps. I fixed some nice flat panels I found that were only 2 years old at the side of the road that way for like $3. Still using one of them to comment on this video. Well, you know what? That's probably a good idea too. I'm going to first try the cable like was mentioned in the previous commenting on comments. If that doesn't work, well, I'll just lay her flat on this desk here and we'll pop the back panel off and take a look at it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some mushroom caps. And if I do, well, I'll just order up some capacitors. I'll find out what the farad reading on them is, and I'll order up the same capacitors, solder them on the board, plug it in, hold my head back in case it blows, and see what happens. 2CV Bloke says, hee X-Lax in the coffee, perfect. But it's like the most brutalist joke you could ever do, because you know coffee already makes you shit yourself, right? Like if you're backed up, they say if you're constipated, have a cup of coffee, because you won't be constipated after you drink a cup of coffee. And honestly, it's true. So when you add X-Lax to that, you're looking at an ass explosion of metric proportions. Like, it's a bad, bad time. Just ask my coworker. J Murray01 says, question for the CoC. Would you do a video series Vaping for Dummies or something similar, explaining vaping and associated equipment for people who may want to get into it? I know other people have done videos on it, but they're really long and that probably deters them from watching it. I thought about doing one in the past. I just didn't want to get flack from people, but now I just don't really care. It could happen. It could happen. Evil Kate 666. That's how you know that Kate's evil, is because her name's Evil Kate. And then she threw 666 at the end. Says, Adam, you're going to have a stroke or a heart attack with your stress levels. I enjoy your vlogs, buddy. With that being said, when you get your buyout, have you thought about buying a doggy door and fencing in some of the backyard for Oreo? That little turd maker would possibly love that kind and would be able to get to the yard when he needs to go. Just an idea. Hope you have a better day today. The problem with the doggy door is if Oreo can go out, chipmunks can come in and squirrels can come in. I already had enough problems with squirrels and chipmunks in the house already. We had one in here actually the other night that we had to, well, I didn't get him. Oreo got him. And that was the end of it. Oreo got him and just killed him. I was going to pellet gun it, but Oreo was quicker than me and Oreo took him out. But yeah, with the doggy door, that's just asking for all kinds of critters just to come sneaking into the house. Probably not going to bother going that route. Chill Wet says, been about 2 years with the crack, bud. Oh, remember Bobby's... Okay, he's talking about the windshield on the G6. Because remember Bobby's bud was going to do it for you, but bud, it looks like you need a new windshield ASAP. Now, bud, looks huge. It hasn't grown. The crack is the same. And for certification, I would need to get it replaced. Like if I were to sell it and certify the car again, it would need to be replaced. But legally for driving, it's not within your visual range. Like you can't... When you're looking out the window, it's below the eye line, it's fine. The cops, like I've already been pulled over multiple times by cops for fucking vaping while driving. They think I'm talking on a cell phone, or when I got busted on the highway for not giving enough room for the cop when he had another guy pulled over. Both those times, they looked at the crack and didn't say shit. So it's legally fine, but yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that window sooner or later. And that's all we got for this episode of Commenting on Comments. So on that note, people, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave comments, because your comments could be read on Commenting on Comments, where I comment on them. So until next time, guys, peace the frig out.